hustler is someone that's trying to get it from any means. I have a corporate job. I have successful artists. I make money where I need to make it, but I will never stop hustling to make more money. I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of my life.
The One More Time Music Podcast. Genuine conversations with genuine people about music. Hosted by Henry with a 3 and Playback Ben.
Went from Beamer Coops to Pencils. Don't want this to end, so part that one more time. Part that one more time. Part that shit like one more time. They part that one more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of the One More Time Podcast. I'm your host, Playback Ben, here with my co-host.
H3, no Hummer, baby.
No Hummer. Yo, it's been a while since we've done this.
I've been gone for a month.
You've been gone for a bit. But
Yeah.
Henry, who do we have in the hot seat today with us, my friend?
Couldn't be more excited to welcome in on my return episode of the 73rd episode of the One More Time podcast. Legendary comedian from the Upper East Side of New York. It is Amy Schumer.
Yo, I didn't know you went brunette.
Wow.
Changed the hair up. Yeah.
Wow. She's funny as hell, though. I don't even care.
She's pretty good,
I'm not even
actually.
mad at that,
That's
actually.
great.
She's pretty
But
good.
I did change the hair, but I still have a little bit of blonde in the back.
Okay.
We could have called you Diane.
Could have. But you didn't.
We have Schweinbeck in the motherfucking building.
Thank you.
Head of marketing at Cinq.
I am.
Manager, event curator. I mean, the list goes on, really. Just
and on.
all-time hustler, for
Jill
sure.
of all trades.
Jill of all trades. I've never
I like
heard
that.
That's amazing.
You haven't?
No, that's amazing.
Wow. Do you live under a rock?
From time to time, I feel that way.
I think we're just extremely sexist. Is probably all it boils down
I
to.
thought there was only Jacks of all trades, goddammit.
Yeah.
Who's Jill?
Yeah. Fucking Jill.
Sorry.
Yeah. But so you're in Atlanta right now.
I am.
Just for, I guess, how long have you been here?
I came out here Wednesday night. I had a show Thursday night at our bar, so I did that. It was my last show of 2022.
R.I.P.
And also BET weekend, so.
Okay, perfect.
But you
Yeah.
make it sound like she hasn't been here. Like you make it sound like she's just visiting. Hey, this is Atlanta born and raised.
She is.
Well, I'm technically born in Philly, so I'm a Philly gal, yeah.
Get your shit straight, Henry.
Yeah, you don't even know me.
Yeah, that's the reason why we're here. This is the exact. We need to get the shit straight.
whole
So
point.
you're in town from LA,
I am.
and you had your industry mixer, the Schweinbeck industry mixer.
Yes.
So like, what is that event, right? And like, how have your events evolved over the years? Because you've been doing events for a while now.
Yeah,
So like, what is the industry mixer? What's it all about? And kind of how's it evolved?
Okay, cool. So that's a good question because it's a funny story. I actually just celebrated my 10-year anniversary, so I've been doing them for 10 years.
Congratulations.
I feel really old saying that, so don't. I mean, I'm going to tell you when I started, so you're going to know my age, but whatever. So I started on my 22nd birthday. I was like, I want to throw a party, and like I wanted my friends to perform. So I threw an event at West Side Pie, which is like a pizza spot off Huff Road in Howell Mill. And I had, who did I have perform? I had K Camp. I had Scotty
Legendary.
ATL.
Oh.
I had Calvin, the coordinator. He goes by DJ Calvin now with Camp. He was DJing. I had the coolest Mac. I had my boy Zayd.
Mac. I love Mac. Dude,
Mac
that's
is
my
the
guy.
best. I love him so
Yeah.
much. I was just with him in LA. But yeah, I just threw a party and I was like, hey, it's my birthday. They're going to perform. And like so many people came. And I was like, what is this? Like, this has to be something, I continue. Like, I wasn't charging artists to perform. I wasn't charging any type of entry. It was just like, let's all kick it at a pizza spot. Like, it was no stage. It was just like, we had a microphone, whatever. So doing that, it just grew. It just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And, I started charging artists. I think I started like $35. Like, hey, just pay me $35. It's going to help me with like my bar and whatever. So I just continued to grow it and it was a party. So like literally every mixer to me is a birthday party.
Yes.
I
That's kind of a gem too, to not
swear.
be charging people at first. Like when you're trying to just establish something,
And it was-
get your name out there, you got to kind of make some sacrifices, right?
Yeah, and
that's
it
how you
wasn't
started.
even about money. It was like my birthday.
So what does an artist pay today?
Today,
If you don't mind us asking.
Today my fee is $300.
10 years, 10X. That's
Yes.
about right.
300 but I don't charge every artist, right? Like if I see you like have a movement, you're going to bring people out, they're going to pay at the door, I'm not going to charge you. If you're upcoming, I've never really heard of you, this is like your first time getting exposure, you have to pay, and that's just how I do it. A lot of artists don't like to pay to perform, but you're going to pay at my event.
So what do you think like the role of these types of events plays in an artist's like come up?
I think it's super important because it's exposure. My biggest thing with my events is it's an industry mixer. So it's not only performances, it's who's in the building and who you can network with. I'm not going to literally walk you through the door and be like, hey, meet this person. You know, hey, make sure you meet this person. We might be on the mic, be like, hey, blah, blah's in the room or they're in the room. Make sure you're walking around, you're networking, you're meeting everybody, you're shaking hands, all that. So it's really a networking event because sometimes, you know, like, when I first started doing it, it would be stupid packed, right? There's times when I throw shows, I'm not going to lie, it's not as packed as it used to be. It's very oversaturated right now with a bunch of events and networking things. So for me, it's not about the amount of people in the building, it's who's in the building. That's like my biggest thing. It's like, cool, I could have like 50 people in here, but I got like 10 Grammy nominated producers, or I have a DJ that can break your song, but it's all about, you know, walking around and seeing who's really there. It's
not like a concert where it's just as many people as possible. Right. It's the quality of attendance. I like that.
Exactly.
So I actually want to do like a one more time mixer kind of event.
We should team up and do one.
That'd be amazing. Listen,
wow.
No, seriously.
Are we striking business deals on the One More Time podcast right now?
Virgil.
Let me ask you about this though, because my vision for it is like it's a mixer, and I want there to be performances, but I kind of want it to be like almost a karaoke kind of style. Like if any artist pulls up and they have like one song they want to do, like anyone can kind of come perform a song.
So open mic.
Kind of.
Let's not say karaoke though.
Yeah. Okay. Is open mic a better?
Open mic. Yeah. Because even for me, like I call it a showcase, is because I sign up artists maybe like a month in advance. But an open mic, anybody can come.
Right.
And you know what? I want to perform tonight. So that's what you would want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's a branding extraordinaire.
I tried.
She knows
like,
more
don't
about
fucking
this than
call
us.
it karaoke.
I'm like,
Henry.
karaoke, is there going to be lyrics on the screen?
That's what I said. I was like, bro, we're not like.
Still, I'm sorry, but a karaoke night is very fun. So that's a good idea.
Exactly.
Do a
Karaoke is
karaoke night.
equated with fun. But yeah, no, they would obviously, hopefully know the lyrics to their own songs.
We don't have to put your lyrics on the screen.
But maybe we could.
We could. And then the crowd could sing along
with it.
This is epic. We're doing this for sure.
Don't take our idea.
Yeah.
Did we just invent something?
Jesus, do we owe her something? I don't know.
Cut this part out of the video.
So obviously you've been doing them from Atlanta, but you relocated to LA, I guess,
did.
you know, somewhat recently. When was that?
2019.
Okay, 2019. And you started doing events out there as well.
I did.
Well, what's it been like? Because you're from here. You clearly had like a core network, whatever, right, to be able to bring those people that need to be in the room for it to be valuable for, you know, the people paying the entry fee and the showcase fee.
Right.
What's it been like starting it up out there?
So it's crazy. The day I moved to LA, which was like the last day of August in 2019, I had my mixer that night. Like I literally moved in. I'm in a hotel because my place, I wasn't moving in until like a week later. And I was going to LA like once a month for like a week. So I already had like a good Rolodex of like contacts out there, people I knew, on top of me just being in the industry for so long. And then all my friends that had moved from Atlanta to LA, they were all out there. So my whole branding for my event in LA was bringing Atlanta to LA. So my goal was to have like 3 Atlanta artists, 3 LA artists. So it's like that mixture, and then it's like Atlanta, LA, whatever. So I did my first event that night, and it was so successful. And I found this venue that is super dope called Apartment 503, and I just told them, you know, what I've been doing in Atlanta, and they didn't charge me for the venue. They were like, we believe in it, we want to build it, and I was like, amazing. So we did like 5 of them, and then COVID hit. So
yeah, big womp womp.
But it was really growing. It was really like something. But then LA was probably one of the last cities to really open up in the US as far as like venues and like throwing shows. So we really just started back this year. My
first time in LA, we had the trip already planned in like January of 2020. We all know like March 2020 is when the shit hit the fan. That's basically, we went out like April 2020, and California is not where you wanted to be during the pandemic. No. We're flying there. I just moved there. And terrible timing. I'm like, I'm about to be out at these events. I'm about to meet all these people. And it's like, no, Diana, you're going to be in the house with your dog. And I was like, bet.
Well, I was going to ask, like, what were your first impressions of LA? But let me ask it this way. Once it opened up, what have been your impressions of living in LA? I've always loved it. LA is such a vibe. It's like every time I would go there, I was like, I didn't want to leave. I'd be, my flight's tomorrow. No, it's not. I'm about to extend for a couple more days, right?
So I already had that whole, like, I'm in love with LA. I'm not the type of person, I'm not out at the club. I'm not like.
Where are you?
I'm at home with my dog. I really am. I'm working from home. I make money from home.
So then
COVID wasn't.
So then why be in LA?
So COVID wasn't that hard for
The
you.
vibes. COVID was not that difficult, but it was like, it was because I had just moved there, right? So
Okay.
it's like, I feel like I missed the opportunity of like what was going on at that moment. Because after COVID hit, everything changed, right? Everything's not the same. The events aren't the same. People aren't the same. People don't go out. People are still scared. So I feel like I did miss something. But then once I'm stuck in the house for like a year and a half, I got used to it. So I go out if it's beneficial for me. I'll go to an industry event, a networking event, my events. If my artist has a show out there, if he needs to go somewhere, I'm going to go with him. Other than that, I'm not going to be at the club popping bottles or any of that. You're not going to see me there.
So what are the biggest like misconceptions about LA? Everyone in music has at some point, I feel like, right? Like a dream of moving to LA.
Right.
I could chime in on that as well.
Yeah, so like
I think you should go first,
I'll get
H3.
both. All right,
Okay.
so H3, like what is the like real deal, right?
Yeah.
Like, when you go there, what's actually happening?
I just lived there for a month. I got back less than 24 hours ago. So like September was LA vibes.
Wait, are you jet lag?
Not really.
I can't sleep when I'm out here.
The only difference is out there, like I was going to sleep at 10 p.m. and waking up at like 6 a.m.
Right,
like
okay.
jazzed. And here I'm still like waking up at 11 or noon.
and going to sleep at 6 a.m. Like no, like literally,
why.
literally.
Whatever, if that's jet lag or not. LA is amazing. Like I love it. There's definitely everyone out there has like a hustle, right? Everyone out there is there for a reason. Like even you go to Chipotle and you want to get a burrito bowl. Like the dude behind the counter is like a TikToker or some shit. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason that people are there, which is
Uber
interesting.
driver was just performed last night. Yeah.
No, seriously. But I loved it. I love there's a bunch of like good energy. The vibe is definitely different. I don't know if I would like live there myself, but I would love to like, I definitely want to be kind of bi-coastal and like tap in. And there's just, there's people there that are motivated and want to do shit.
Yeah.
And I want to be a part of that too. So getting in the mix over there for a month was super dope for me, honestly.
Sure.
But like, was there something that you thought it was gonna be, and then you went and you're like, dude, what
Yeah,
the
answer the
fuck?
question.
Was exactly? Fucking don't skirt this shit. Like, was there this weird like? No, this isn't how it is.
The people are dope. Like the people are all like trying to do something.
They're kind of rude out there. It's not the South.
So they're like really like cool.
They're very LA.
They're like,
But what does
we're
that
cool.
mean? Like,
They're very cool.
They're progressive.
like
you
my
know.
parents are rich.
okay, so Henry's not answering this question very well.
I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, you literally relocated your whole
I did.
life to there.
And I always wanted to move there. So like as soon as the job that I got, they were like, would you move to LA? I'm like, hell yes.
Yeah. So
Move
what did
me
you
there.
think was gonna be that wasn't?
I would say probably the ease of meeting people, like being able to go to events and like really shake hands with the people that were moving in the city. Like it's not what you think. Like you're not going to walk outside and see Ben Affleck, right?
Right.
You're not going to be like, oh my God, like put me in a movie. But it is a place where people can like really make their dreams come true if you do it the right way. But yeah, it's not... I don't know. Every time I went to LA, I always explained it as like, I love these vibes because I feel like nobody works here. Like nobody has jobs. Everyone's just chilling.
The job is just a hustle to the thing they're trying to do.
Yeah, like I always
Wow.
was just like, do people work? Like I don't know. I didn't know.
It's funny about the homeless people there too, because like
There's a lot.
Because they're aspiring TikTokers as well. Right?
the homeless people in California are different.
They're on TikTok.
Probably. They're just.
I give them my sweatsuits and shit, my merch.
Oh, that's nice of you.
It is. I want them to be warm, but I also want them to be like
In
walking
Schweinbeck
around.
drip,
for sure.
They're just walking advertisements. They're like permanently in
Don't
very,
take my idea.
yeah, very high foot traffic places. Jesus
The homeless
Christ.
Like
people
you in a sweatsuit?
That's a gym.
The homeless people there are like, just aspiring artists that are just haven't made it, or they're just lazy or whatever.
So that's what happens if
they're
you
not
don't
really-
make it in LA.
Yeah, you're just a homeless.
You're homeless.
They're different. All the homeless people in California have a thing they're trying to do,
Just want to check my
and like homeless people in Atlanta, you know what I mean?
Just checking her hair. Jesus, you look fine.
No, the
do my
curl,
hair.
the curls.
It's
be
It's as good as
curling.
it's gonna get. I mean, I'm just
At this
saying.
point, it's going to get worse.
Yeah. As the episode goes on, it will get worse.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so what do you miss most about Atlanta, though?
My family,
Yeah.
my friends, my artists, The food, wings specifically. I'll say that. That's really it though, because I feel like when I left Atlanta really changed to a city where I didn't want to be at all the time.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
why?
Crime, beef with artists, like just negative. And that's like something I really try and steer away from. So even when I would come back here, which I still do, of course, I'll do my event and you will not see me in the city. I will be with my family the whole time and then I fly out. So if you want to see me, you have to come to my show. If you don't come to my show, you're not going to see me.
Or to your parents' house, apparently.
Or you can come to my parents' house if you really fuck with me.
Pull up at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. My artists are always welcome.
But what about like, for example, PNB just got murdered in Los
Terrible.
Angeles.
That was
There's crime out there too. You know,
there's a lot of crime. Like,
I heard LA's like as hot as it's ever been.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad, dude. It's bad.
yeah, for sure. Like I would say, if not worse than Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm already there. So I'm like,
She's just trying to believe that Atlanta's worse.
at this point, yeah, it's scary. Like I like jewelry too. Like I can't even wear my jewelry how I want to wear it. I know I'm not a rapper where I have like 30
But kinda.
chains.
I mean, let's just see the chain. Let's see the chain.
Can we do a close up on the?
Wow.
Damn, how much the chain cost, my girl?
I see the
This
chain.
is the
what?
waffy way though. But no, like I'm not super flashy, but people like out there, they really don't care what you have. Like you could have one chain. They're like, give it to me.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, whatever. But PNB, rest in peace, that was terrible. Like,
Yeah.
For sure.
He was in a wrong area, wrong time, wearing all his jewelry. LA
With no security, too, really.
Yes.
And now they found out that the kid that
was
was
fucked
like
up.
17 years old.
And
dude.
he had just got out of jail.
And it was with his dad.
And
Right.
had an ankle monitor on.
That
like
was
this dude
fucking
like
bizarre.
had just got out. And I was just listening to something online. It was like his dad was the one that really saw PNB. And I don't know how true this is. You know, we never really know with the news what
Sure.
really happened. No one really knows what really
No.
happened.
Everyone was blaming his girlfriend for
That was
posting their
terrible.
location.
That was terrible.
And it turns out they were at the fucking place the whole time.
That's terrible.
That
I mean,
is.
because even
Poor girl.
So, yeah, I know. I feel terrible for her,
Man.
but I was like, how can y'all even blame her? I mean, even if someone did see that, right? You were in a really bad area with like a lot of money around your neck. Like,
Yeah.
it's a risk you take as an artist, and not only the jewelry, like you as a person. Like maybe they thought you had money on you. Like you never know. So you just have to be really like aware of your surroundings, and that shit was scary. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely unfortunate circumstances, but I mean, there's a lot of lessons to be learned
sure.
for artists or just anyone who is out and about, you know, portraying a certain degree
Right.
of financial success and with collateral on you, right? And not protection in terrible neighborhoods. I mean, because I heard that was like the worst Roscoe's, of course, like
yeah, that
in
was
the
the
whole.
one you should not have gone to. And what's crazy, my
Yeah.
dad was in town at that time, and I had taken him to this other chicken and waffles place that day. It was literally an hour before, but I wouldn't have taken him to that one regardless. But it was called Ann Waffles. They're really fire. They're in North Hollywood.
They're really safe.
Yeah,
too. Check 'em
I
out.
felt really good there.
Yeah,
maybe.
I had my. I don't know.
It's just.
I was like, do you like Roscoe's? He's like, it's cool. Like my friend took me there, and then literally we get back to my apartment, and I'm like, this man just got killed at Roscoe's, like a chicken and waffle spot. Like really, like we're out to eat, having dinner.
It's like a Waffle
lunch.
House out here.
Yes. And just think about like you're sitting down with your girlfriend eating a meal, and someone comes up to you and says, "Give me your jewelry." And then I don't even know what PNB did, whatever, you get shot. Like what?
Yeah.
That's like it's
Insanity.
crazy.
Yeah, wild. So you've got fucking bars with some of your posts, right?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna read one, okay? you might, the way you're wearing that chain, you must be a rapper, and the way
Is it
that this.
crooked?
No, I don't know. I think it's on straight. Proud, the number 2, proud to be a product of ATL. That shit put that hustle in me.
Yes.
That's a motherfucking bar if I've
It
ever heard
is.
one.
It really did put that hustle in me.
It's a bar though.
Like,
Should I
what?
rap?
What? Yeah, maybe.
Can we get a freestyle?
What?
Hell no,
Henry.
you gotta pay me
no,
for
Henry.
that.
Henry. Not everyone is gonna freestyle like that.
You need to work on that.
Yeah, he's a producer. Dude, this is terrible.
I got to beat everyone. Terrible.
Okay, so Schweinbeck, do
you manage me or not?
What is your? Maybe not after that. What is your debt? You just lost me as a vision. I'll still be your co-host though.
You're a
what?
producer. That's dope.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Producer engineer. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
H3.
Hey,
H3 got hits.
you work here?
Okay, define hustler for me though. Like, what is your definition of hustler?
A hustler is someone that's trying to get it from any means, right? Like, even regardless for me, I have a corporate job. I have successful artists. I make money where I need to make it. But I will never stop hustling to make more money. If I have a skill in another avenue or category or however you want to put it, I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not going to stop. I don't have to do events. I don't have to do blog work or like any type of whatever third-party service that I offer with my company. Like, I do it because why not? Why would I not want to make all the money I can make?
Yeah.
We're going to hustle forever.
You're passionate about it.
Yeah, let's go.
That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what specifically about, because the quote is basically like Atlanta specifically, like being a product of here. Like, what about growing up here though would you attribute to like your hustler mentality? You know what I mean? So
I'm from Alpharetta. So I moved to Atlanta when I went to Georgia State, like right after I graduated high school.
Go Panthers.
Yep. Panthers, Panther pride. I'm a Panther for life.
Panther
There's been
pride.
so many Panthers on this podcast though.
Everyone sees the shit.
Everyone in music like went. I think you finished, but everyone went and dropped out. But I think you actually
finished, and so did Mike Fresh because we graduated together, and
Shout
that's
out,
my boy.
Shout out Mike Fresh.
Point is, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life, you go to Georgia State.
Yeah, that was the only school I got into.
The truth comes out.
No, but like my
You
parents
dummies.
were like, if you stay in Georgia, I didn't never have to live in a dorm. My parents got me a condo downtown Atlanta.
Oh shit!
I lived there for 12 years. I never left.
They got their money's worth.
Yes. Yeah, you really did. But it was a hustle. Like, we were in school, like everybody, the reason why I got in the industry is like everybody that I was meeting, they were in the music. I'm a DJ, I'm a producer, I'm an artist. And I'm like, shit, I'm in accounting. Like, I don't know. And so when I started meeting all these people, like, I was like, okay, I got to put something together, but like, we're still broke college kids. Like, we didn't have anything. So all you get is like a dream and these ideas, and you really have to hustle to achieve it. Like, this industry does not pay in the beginning. Like, when people say, I'll never do shit for free. Yes, you will. I did a lot of it for free.
Period.
I'll still do shit for free if it makes sense. Like, I really will. Like, even though like people know who I am and whatever, if it makes sense, we're going to do it.
That's a gem. I feel like that's actually a big
another
gem.
Bar?
That
was a bar. That was a bar. Wait, can we get that?
One more time.
Can you summarize that real quick? Like, let's just let's for the people, because we like to bring value to the listeners, right?
From time to time.
Sometimes we just fuck off and have great conversations.
Yes.
But
They made me take 3 shots before I started.
What
Is this, Drink Champs?
Yeah. We're just not
Make
public
is-
about it. It's all off camera.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Make is a strong word.
Shots of water.
Yeah, make could be construed in a
Okay,
very
no.
This isn't any
I kept telling
Rick
them
Ross
another.
kind of status.
exactly.
You don't even know it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Speaking of bars. Oh God.
Sorry.
But yeah, doing shit for free, even to the point where you've gotten to, it's like it still goes back to, and I feel like you're like a huge like proponent of this, right? It's like if you believe in something or someone, like whatever the fuck it takes, like you're gonna do. Like that's kind of what I see from you.
Money's always gonna be there, right? We might be broke sometimes. We might have some money. It's like you can't think about just the money. You have to think about what the end goal is, what you believe in. Is it something that's gonna make me get to that money eventually? Maybe not. Maybe it will. But you have to take chances. You really have to you put a plan together, and sometimes that plan includes not making any money.
Nah, that's facts.
Bars.
So did you have like this entrepreneurial like spirit about you like from a young age, or was that really something that came about in college?
When you realized everyone was
It really
music
came-
was around you.
It came from Atlanta. Like, it came from me. Like, one thing I will say, I was always that girl, like, music was my shit in high school, in middle school. Like, I was that girl making the mix CDs. I was literally writing every name with the different color Sharpies. I wasn't selling them. I was just handing them out.
Who are you listening to? Let's get some names here.
3-6 Mafia is my shit for life.
Bro, like the amount of 3-6 that I downloaded off of fucking LimeWire and Napster and
Okay, that's what I'm
BearShare
about to
and
say.
fucking
LimeWire,
like.
I would literally. So I met 3-6 when I was 16 years old on my 16th birthday.
All of them?
I met Juicy J, DJ Paul, and
Yeah, who was the other one again?
Well, there's Crunchy Black now. There's Gangsta Boo. There's Lachette.
Oh, Gangsta Boo. Yeah.
Gangsta Boo. And
Forget about Boo.
That's her girl, like,
yes,
for
that's
real.
My girl, yes.
Lola.
Lola, yeah.
I
Lola
know.
Mitchell, that's my girl.
That's my girl too, bro.
But I was on LimeWire.
Does she follow you on Instagram? I don't think
Does
so,
she?
Henry.
Moving on.
Exactly.
I'll introduce you next time you're in LA.
Can we get Gangsta Boo on the podcast?
That'd be amazing.
That would be fucking
Love
epic.
to
I
have
don't know
Lola.
the last time she came out to Atlanta, but like
We'll come to
literally,
LA.
like that's my girl. Like
Literally,
she's
we're
a
doing
great
the
friend of
podcast.
mine. She just texted me yesterday. We're going to Halloween Horror Nights in
Horror Nights?
horror.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Wow.
You're gonna get us fucking canceled, man.
Is there a Halloween Horror Nights?
Because
that
if
I
so,
don't know
she's
about?
going.
I'm there. What's up?
I'm like,
Henry's
do you dress
definitely
up
there.
or not? I don't know.
But yeah, so like 3-6 was just
3-6 was my shit. I was introduced by a guy when I was like maybe like 13, 14. And I just remember going to like my homegirl's house. And we pulled up the song Tongue Ring. And we pulled up the lyrics.
Let me
and
see
we're
your
like,
tongue ring.
Yes. And we literally memorized Gangsta Boo's verse. Like we were like in that room, we're just rapping our asses off. And like, that was like my shit. I had 2 12-inch subs in my 4Runner when I was in high school. I would pull out of the parking lot blasting 3-6 Mafia.
I'm relating
That's
right now.
hard.
But it's
I had
always
212s.
music. So like everybody that sees me from high school, they're like, everything you do makes so much sense. And I would have never I never thought I was going to be in music. Like I said, I was in accounting very young. I started like when I was 16, like the work from home program, like when you leave high school and you go to work and you get paid and you get your credits. I was doing that shit.
oh shit.
And so when I got to college, I already had like a 9 to 5. So I was going to school like 3 days a week and I was working the other days. And yeah, when I moved to Atlanta, it was like, shit, I know the business. I'm in school for business management. And then I know like all these artists, all these producers, all these DJs.
It just made sense.
2 and 2 together.
Bam.
Yeah, but like still, I mean, me as everyone I feel like in music to some degree, if you're gonna like make it, you gotta have that like entrepreneurial spirit though,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know I had it. Like I didn't know, like I had no thought in my mind, like one day I'm gonna have my own company. I'm gonna manage artists. Like I really my first job was Zaxby's. I worked at Zaxby's.
See, I was a rival. I was a Chick-fil-A guy.
Wow, I love Zaxby's, and to this day I love Zaxby's. Then I worked at a daycare, and then I got into accounting. Like music was never in my vision.
It was an
of, like-
untapped.
yeah, it was just I loved it. I went to every type of concert. I listened to every type of artist, but.
But those Memphis motherfuckers got it down, boy. Let me
Oh yeah,
tell
but
you
wait,
what's
go back
up.
to my 16th birthday. When I got to that show, it was at the Tabernacle, it was at the Cotton Club. It was a free concert with 95.5 The Beat. Rest
Shout out
in peace.
955
They're
to
gone.
be exactly.
They're gone.
God.
I got tickets because, of course, they were free. So I'm there with like a couple of my homegirls from high school, and I'm like a huge 3-6 fan at this point. I got their T-shirt on, Dangerous Scoundrels, and I'm like, whatever. DJ Paul sees me in the crowd, and I'm like showing him my shirt. He's like, get up here. He pulled me on stage on my 16th birthday, and I'm like, oh my God, am I a fan or what? I swear. And it was just like, that was before I was even in music. I was 16 at that point. I mean, I didn't move to Atlanta until after I graduated high school. But just like little things kept happening to me in my like young life, as far as like going to concerts. I remember being at some shows, getting backstage somehow, like what's going on? Like just meeting people that are like involved in the band or whatever. I was going to like Battle of the Bands, like punk shows, all that kind of stuff. And I just kept meeting people. So everything just like kind of tied together.
That's
and it
beautiful.
was crazy, right?
Yeah.
I know. It was God.
Man, I'm
It's
jealous
God.
about the 3-6 show. That sounds fucking amazing.
I have footage too. I'm like on stage. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm on stage right now with 3-6 Mafia.
We'll link that footage below.
Yeah. I gotta
Ben-
find it.
Ben will link.
He's always offering up my editing skills, and it's like so,
Right.
It's not that
here.
hard to link a thing. Just link.
put it on her face.
Link the
Right
shit.
here.
Okay, so obviously you're doing the work on the marketing side with Cinq, but
Yeah.
you know, managing artists,
Yeah.
like you said, is also part of your hustle, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and shout out the artists that you work with right now.
So I manage 4 artists right now: Sayari the Kid, Pacquiao, DeMar Jackson, and Squala.
Awesome. So how would you describe your management style, right? Everyone's different. I'm a manager as well. Like, what is your style, like, and approach?
I do everything. That's my style. Like, whatever you need, I'm going to get it done. I'm very organized. Me and Sai, we've probably been working the longest. So now we're considering ourselves as business partners. So he doesn't technically call me his manager. I'm his business partner. So we manage Pacquiao together.
That's the new
So
thing.
is that like the Ty Baisden thing? Like,
What is that?
like, Worldwide Ty, he business partners with Brent Faiyaz.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I mean,
That's like the new wave, and like since the
That is
80s,
the new wave.
and like since the 80s, Zeke and Barry, they do like business partnerships and like
bro.
whatever.
Poe Baby and
sense.
Donnie
It's
Slater.
like-
Yeah.
I just remember like back when I was younger, I'd always be like, my artist, my artist, my artist. And it's like, girl, chill. Like it's so much more, right? Because you guys have the same goal and the same passion. He's not yours. She's not yours. It's together. It's like a really,
Ours.
Yeah, it's ours.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, Donnie described it as like, this isn't some slave shit, bro. Where like, I'm yours and you're mine. Like,
No, the Donnie.
I mean,
Speaking of Donnie,
I'm saying he's black. He said it, okay?
Yeah, but you
Don't
repeated it.
cancel us.
I'm just playing.
We're three
No.
fucking white people. Jesus
like,
Christ.
shit.
White people in hip hop.
the metaphor from Donnie is he said that he is the restaurateur and Pope Baby, who's the rapper, is the chef. Restaurateur and chef.
Yeah.
It's more like that kind of relationship.
Because now I
you know
see
what mean?
people like that have artists. They'll be like, my artist, my artist. I'm like, dude, shut up. But I was like, I used to say that. I used
Yeah.
to say that, and I'm like, I wish I didn't, because it's so much more than that. We don't own them. We work together. I don't work for you. You don't work for me. It is a partnership at the end of the day. So yeah, I had
It
to
sounds
learn that.
weird. That's my artist. Oh yeah. Let me link you up with my artist. He's fucking mine.
I swear, it might just be like a territorial, like, you want to sound powerful type thing. Like,
Oh,
I
I'm
have
definitely
my
still
own
calling you my producer.
our producer.
You're mine, bitch. Okay, so you described some of your clients and the experience that you had with them, and I hope I'm getting this quote right, as sometimes they play the role of your boyfriend, dad, or child.
Okay, yeah.
We wanted to unpack that.
Yeah, that's true.
We need to understand, like,
Yes.
give us, us, not me, mine, whatever.
Not me, mine,
Yeah, I'm like,
yours.
now I'm like fucking rethinking every.
Should we all hold hands?
Okay, so
Kumbaya.
no, Diana, don't play into his bullshit. Okay, so like, give us
dead.
an example of each, right? In what way could your client be acting like your dad? Let's start there.
Oh my God.
Let's start there.
Sayari. Let's start with Sai.
You didn't have to use the specific artist, but I was just
Oh,
saying,
sorry.
like,
Sayari, the kid.
Way better this way, man. Shut up.
Dude, he's close with my family. So like, he has my mom's number, my dad's number. So like, I remember one time when I was in LA, and like, it was just one weekend I wanted to just like let loose, right? Left my phone at home. Nobody knew where the fuck I was, which was stupid because my parents are like OD protective. So the whole time I'm out like partying, I'm like, my parents are probably so pissed. They're probably so pissed. I got Sai on their line like, she needs to really work on herself. Like, just like,
shit.
this is unacceptable. And I'm like, dude, like, why are you telling my parents this kind of stuff? Because they're like, Sai agrees with us. Like, this is crazy. And I'm just like,
He's like the strict uncle.
yeah, I'm like, are you my dad? Like, I don't get it. Like, I really don't. But
Okay.
Sai, and he still does that shit. So I
That's
don't
perfect.
even care. Sai, you know what the fuck
that's
I
perfect.
mean.
Okay,
You know,
so okay, so give us the boyfriend angle. Like, how do they act like your boyfriend?
Protective if I talk to other guys.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have like,
You trying to manage that motherfucker?
yeah, like, no. It's like, you ain't getting any of that. Like, I have a video that was so funny. It was like, it was probably A3C like 7-8 years ago. And it's like, I was talking about seeing a guy like I liked, and they were like, but you ain't getting none. Diana, you ain't getting none. We're not going to let you get anything. And I'm like, excuse me? Like, what? Am I getting what? Like, so yeah, like, they're very protective who I talk to, when I go out, whatever I do. And that's always going to be me, just as a female, regardless. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure Henry cares who I'm. I'm happily
Yeah.
married. I'm just saying, but like, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're,
Throw me under the bus.
you don't
No,
care?
I just mean like, I don't know if we have the boyfriend dynamic. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah,
Do you want that?
Exactly. I'm like,
Maybe.
bro, I didn't know this. Do we need to talk about this a little more? Okay, so
Take
then
this
the
off
child,
camera.
yeah. So then the child like relationship.
Let's back to Sai. Like,
Ooh,
Sai is
interesting.
really.
anybody that goes to my parents and says anything, because they'll like be like, yeah, he agrees with us, or like, he thinks this. Oh, back to PNB, rest in peace. But when that whole thing happened, so I had gone to my house to meet up with my dad to get some merch I had left with him last time I was in town. And I guess the conversation came up and he was like, Diana has to be really careful out there. She can't be wearing that jewelry like that. And I'm like, why are you scaring my parents?
Wow.
Like, they don't tell me. Like, damn. I'm like, I know.
So Red Push was the one who alley-ooped this interview.
Big shout out, Red Push.
Shout out Red Push.
They told me you were their favorite, but guess what's going to happen after this one?
I know. She's definitely like...
New favorite alert.
She's
New
competing.
favorite female.
She's coming for the top spot. No, honestly, we have not had enough females, so we have like multiple lined up like this week.
Oh, perfect.
And I want to just say this. Let's go ahead and fucking make it during the episode. October's all female interviews.
Ladies Month.
We already have 2 or 3.
Did you just lock us into that?
Yeah, and now we have to because I said it in an episode.
Wow.
All females October.
It might not happen,
If
guys.
I see a guy get recorded, I swear to God.
If there's a fucking guy interview in October, these guys are cats.
It's 4 weeks, dude. We can get 4.
Cut the camera.
Okay, so tell us about your relationship with Red. How did y'all even meet?
Okay, so Red and me met through Sayari. Him and Sai actually had a company together called Push, which you guys know. Red is Red Push.
We've heard.
Yes. If you don't know, you know now. And yeah, like he was a part of our team. You know, I was working with Sai. He was working really closely with us. We did a lot of things together. Unfortunately, no longer works with us with Sai. But
What happened there?
a lot. Like changes of, you know, I stopped working with Sai for a little bit too at that point. It was just more, I feel like what I'll say is just growth as like learning the industry and the artistry and figuring out exactly what you want out of it. So unfortunately, you know, we got rid of a lot of people on our team that like, it was kind of just like a fresh start for us. So we kind of started from like zero again.
Yeah.
But in the midst of like me working with Red and Sayari, me and Red formed like an amazing friendship. I'll definitely say he's one of my best friends. Talk to him every day. Was on the phone with him on the way here. I'm like, you're not coming to the interview?
We love Red.
He doesn't love us though, apparently.
Yeah, he was like, fuck them. I already came.
He's like, oh, ATL Jacob has a fucking bowling thing.
Wow, it's private.
ATL
Like,
Jacob
yeah.
over one more
I'm
time
like,
podcast.
private? Like, I can't come? Like,
But he did want to invite me to use my bowling skills because it's a bowling event. He
Right.
saw me bowl over
And
200
Red-
last week, and he was like, bro, can you come to this
Red
ATL Jacob
is
thing?
a bowler.
No, he
Red-
really did. He was
Red
like, yo.
has his own bowling ball. Do y'all know that?
Oh, he's one of those.
If you have your own ball, you're for real.
I think he has a bag too, because I don't know how he brings it in without one.
He's got to have a
Gotta
bag.
have
If
a
you
bag.
don't have a bag, get a bag.
What are you
No,
raw?
but-
You raw dogging the ball, like bringing it in.
Just in the
ball.
finger holes, like in there.
No,
He's already walking
Can't even
in.
pay.
you can't do
Okay,
that.
so what about like a because I mean, were y'all technically co-managers? Like what was the like definition of the relationship?
I want to say he was like road manager. Like, so
Okay.
yeah, co-manager.
Let's
I
just
could
say,
that.
right? Okay,
Yeah, I
let's
could
let's say that. Like, when does co-management work?
You
how
have to
does it
really Shit, that's a great question because you have to really be able to work with that person. That's the same thing with a manager working with the artist. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Like sometimes, even when I start managing an artist, I'll be like, we're not making this official for like 3 months because I got to see if like we worked well together.
Yeah.
I might not like the way you work. You might not like the way I work. It has to be like, it just has to mesh. You know, I can't really explain it because I feel like it's something like so internal. Like, I don't know. But
It's a vibe.
No,
me and Red worked. Like, we did work. And the reason why I think that I know that we're so close is because of that. You know, we really got to see what other people bring to the table and what our goals were and what we were trying to do in the industry and just like the belief in an artist, period. Because management, we don't make a lot of money. Like, that's just a fact. So,
pay up, Henry.
yeah. Right, checkbook.
Come on, bro.
I gotta make a lot of money first.
Yeah, right. So we won't make it until they do. But like that belief and that push, no pun intended.
God.
I didn't
You
even
walked
mean to
right
do that.
into that
I know,
one.
no pun intended.
You did. You said the way you said push. It was very come on. You knew you were doing.
Oh Lord.
I mean, like that really shows someone, like, and even me too, because like I had been working with Psy prior, just myself. So when I see someone come in that has that same like belief and energy, and like we got to get this, and this done, and I'm gonna get this, and this done, that just like draws you to them to want to work with them. So I see me and Red working together and for the rest of our lives in different opportunities. We both work at distribution companies. He's A&R, I'm marketing. If I have an artist that I'm seeing that maybe my company doesn't want to sign, I'm going to pass it to him. If he has an artist that they don't want to sign, he's going to pass it to me. So it's like, at the end of the day, we just have that same hustle and goal, and that's my boy.
yeah. No,
You
that's
just win together.
that's dope.
It's beautiful.
Win-win.
So you mentioned this briefly earlier about like who might be in the building at one of your industry
Right.
mixers, right? Like DJs. Red talked about like the importance of DJs and how he's still like all in with the DJs.
100%.
How do you feel about like what the role is of DJs in breaking artists today?
I think they're the biggest piece. I think they're just undercover A&Rs, right? Like these
Sure.
are DJs that can really like hear a record and know if it's gonna work or not. And not even the DJs, the hosts as well. Like the ones that are really curating the crowd and like being able to be like, no, listen to this shit. Like really listen to it. And then you got the DJ who's willing to play it, for free. Like a lot of these artists are getting broke off these DJs playing the music over and over again on the radio, over and over again. But they are the glue, like, and that's why I'll never understand artists not believing in the DJ or not thinking that the DJs are important, because they are very much.
I think DJs are less important now
Really?
than before.
Why so?
I'll be the antagonist here.
Uh-oh.
So
I'm not sure you've ever played this role. Let's go ahead and see what you got. This is a big leap.
should make for some good content.
Yeah, at
regardless.
least.
I mean, like, satellite radio and stuff. Maybe I mean, like, I don't know. The in-person stuff is cool, but how many times are you like at a club and you hear a song and you Shazam it and then you discover the artist and then that becomes your new favorite artist?
I feel like a lot.
A lot?
Yeah. Not even, okay, the whole Shazam, whatever, that's your favorite artist type shit. Maybe not that. But like, you might hear a record in the club and never heard that before, and that shit becomes your song. Like,
Yeah.
That's something like, oh, I'm going to play that, or like play that again, or what song was that? Like, I feel like they really have the power, especially in the strip club, for example.
Sure.
Like,
That's an
really-
Atlanta thing, though. That's an Atlanta thing.
I feel like that's an everywhere thing.
I think TikTok is an everywhere thing.
That is very true.
Do you want a DJ to play your
feel
song
that.
everywhere, or do you want a TikTok influencer to be dancing to your shit all day? I'll take the TikTok influencer. Personally.
Me personally, I work in distribution. I'm on TikTok if my clients are on TikTok, but I would rather break a song in the club. Like, that's just me, because I am not that person on my phone all day on TikTok. I can't.
No, but the rest of the world is.
Some of them. I won't say the rest, because I'm a
Most
part
of the
it.
world is.
Okay, so let me ask
I
you
think
this.
the kids are.
So
Kids
let
are
me-
the future.
So let me ask you this.
Are they?
By definition, I think they are.
The definition
They're
of
definitely
kid.
not the past. Okay, so let me ask you this then. As someone who's head of marketing at a distro company,
Yeah.
then you're clearly helping with marketing. You're clearly responsible for marketing budgets.
Correct.
What's a DJ budget versus a social media influencer budget for you?
So, okay, so
Like
that
percentage,
it
I
depends
guess.
on the record, right? Like if
True.
it's a record that I feel that needs to be in the club, we're going to get that budget together to pay the amount of DJs we need to pay. TikTok, if it's a record that works for TikTok, which is usually that catchy shit that starts off with, whatever, like it's like the first 6 seconds that's like amazing and it's the beat, we're going to do that with them. But that's a good question, because it really just is based on the record.
And I think you bring up a good point. And records that can live really well in the club, the DJs are arguably like way more important,
Right.
potentially. Than
Are you not capping the? Are you not putting a
Audience?
ceiling on it then? Like, think about Money Man.
But think about how much music
who in the
hear.
country? Us in Atlanta, we know Money Man. This guy runs the streets, right? This guy like makes the street music that Atlanta knows and loves. But you could put this guy on TikTok. It's not working, bro. If you want to go global, you want to be this, a superstar. Depends on your goals, maybe.
That too.
But like, if you want to be global, like you got to be in these places where all the eyeballs are.
Yeah.
And do you want to be Money Man or do you want to be, Ice Spice.
But I think that what
Spice is oh my god, I thought it was Spice Ice.
are you dyslexic?
I think so.
Yeah, we just confirmed it. No, I think this brings up a great point though. And as a marketer, I think you'd probably, you basically said this, is that it depends. As much of a cop-out answer as that is, like you gotta, artists out there, like if you are a street dude, you gotta make sure your record's moving through the fucking streets.
Right.
Like for real. And like, of course, TikTok's still gonna maybe like play into street records to some degree. I mean, you hear street records that are like, going viral on TikTok, but there's still a time and a place for, a chill vibes playlist on Spotify. You're not breaking that record in the fucking club. You know what I mean? Like it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I do think as like annoying of an answer as it depends. I'm just saying.
No, TikTok is freaking huge. Like I will say that, like it's something that came out of nowhere and like it's really breaking artists.
It's the number one music discovery platform in the world.
Yeah, it's insane.
If you ask me.
It's insane.
Shame.
But I will say these DJs can still break that record.
If you want to be local,
she's
Atlanta.
not backing down, bro.
I'm gonna say this
I love
again.
the back and
Salute
forth.
the DJs.
Salute the motherfucking DJs.
I salute them as well. I just think they're less important now.
So I think one thing, exactly, Jesus. Dude, we're not getting any records played now in the club.
Like, you are
we just fucked ourselves, man.
Sorry for speaking my mind.
No, I get like
Red, I don't know this guy. Can you still help me intro to me some DJs?
I get the viewpoint, but like there's always that traditional marketing that like you have to go back and think about, because even though like times change, the shit that worked in the past still works.
So
right?
what are you gonna do? TV ads, like FM radio ads for your mute? Like no, like billboards.
If I have the budget, I want to do everything, to be honest. But if I got that record that like, if I got one of my records from Pacquiao and I think that shit's gonna go in Atlanta, I'm gonna pay every DJ to play it.
So I agree that if you wanted to start and blow in Atlanta,
yeah, but not
like,
even
it's
just
regional.
Atlanta. There's Houston, there's Dallas, there's a lot of places that break music in the club worldwide. I will agree with you that TikTok is the number one music discovery platform.
If you want to be
sure.
yeah, if you want to be global,
For sure. But
like it or hate it, I'm not saying that
these
I love
DJs,
that.
I even though I don't even go to the club a lot, but there are times I do go and I'm like, damn, what song is this? I never heard this. Because I'm not someone, even though I am doing marketing, I'm not on TikTok all day looking for artists. I'm not an A&R first thing. But you can find music in the club for sure.
Yeah.
So how is your time spent right now? Like at Cinq specifically, right? Like what's a day look like?
So a day for me, I work from home and it's like pretty much working with my clients, putting together their pitches for their releases. So I'm very putting together like an email with all their information, their metadata, pitching it to these DSPs, which is a digital service platform, which is like Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon. And I'm reaching out to them trying to get support, playlisting, featured slots on everything. And not only that, but just really putting together a really good marketing rollout that's going to make their music hit, right? But that's what I find. And on calls all day. I'm on calls all day with
Answering
different
that
companies, different companies, clients, just trying to get stuff done and trying to try new things. Like there's so many different companies out there that offer all these different services now. And it's like, we're really trying to test as many as we can over at Cinq to see who works best, to see. And that also falls into like, depending on the record and who the audience is and what platform we want to target.
Are you genre specific?
I actually do all genres.
Okay.
It used to be all genres but Latin, but now I have 3 Latin artists and I'm trying to learn Spanish. But
Boom.
yeah,
Nice.
so Cinq where I work.
Because that's like a big part of their...
Yeah, Cinq where I work is primarily Latin.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it's their bread and butter. So when I got brought in 3 years ago was to build the general market side, which is pretty much every genre but Latin. But now I have Latin clients, so I work with the Latin side as well. I'm going to Colombia next month. That's where my office is, and I love it.
That's dope.
Yeah, I love it. It's our biggest office is in Bogota. We have an amazing team out there. But yeah, I work with everybody.
So
Pop,
are you
gospel.
are you typically on calls directly with the artists or with their teams, like with managers and
both.
stuff? Okay. Yeah.
But majority of my artists don't have managers.
Wow. Okay.
Unfortunate for me because I kind of step into that role because I can't help it,
Oh God. Cinq's like, Jesus, Diana, you can't manage them as well.
Yeah, no, a lot of my clients at Cinq ask me, can you manage me? I'm like, I wish I could. I really could though. Like Squala, he's over at Cinq. I manage him.
You could
Sayari,
it's not like against the law, but
actually,
like,
all 4 of my artists are managed by me, and they're Cinq artists.
Well, that's
but
nice.
I can't keep adding artists to management because then it takes away from all my other clients, right? Squall is probably my latest addition, and I just really believe in him as an artist. He's from Houston. He's super dope, but not saying I don't believe in my other artists, but I can't manage everybody.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because, one thing people don't necessarily understand is like to take that leap into managing an artist and like for real managing a producer, even whatever, like, dude, it's a time and fucking emotional and like, energy driven, like draining, like thing. Like, so, I mean, you do like, if you're serious about
your
this,
life, like you lose a lot. Like I didn't have a personal life. Like I had 3 artists at one point and I didn't have a corporate job, but it's like you're in school, you're working a job, you got 3 artists. It's like, when do you have even like time for Diana? Like you don't, right? So you really have to figure out what you can juggle and what you can do and what you can get done, because at the end of the day, you can't just be 100% in music. You got to be able to get away at sometimes and just like clear your head and have a family and like live a real life, and it might include music, which is completely fine, but it can't just be work. Like that's not healthy.
So I think what's super dope is that like one of your first, if not your first management clients was Rich the Kid.
It was.
Back when he was called
Black Boy the Kid.
Black Boy the Kid.
We changed his name, you guys, because I was like, Black Boy. And I'm like, oh, no, that doesn't even sound right.
Doesn't sound good.
I can't say like Black Boy. Like, no. We're going to have to change your name right now.
Doesn't sound good.
No, it didn't.
For sure.
It's crazy.
As a white manager, it's just not working.
No, it
either.
wasn't even something I even wanted people to be like, what'd you say?
Yeah.
So,
yo, you got to link up with my Black Boy.
yeah. You know Black Boy? Excuse me? Do I know who? But no, yeah, Rich was my first artist. No, I won't say first. Jihad was my first artist. He was an R&B singer, which introduced me to Rich the Kid. Jihad is actually now signed to Rich under Rich Forever. He goes by another name now.
You forgot.
I don't know it. I'm sorry, Jihad.
Shout out Jihad though.
J Hud or something like that.
Forgive her, Jihad.
Yeah, I don't know. But he was my first artist. And then he introduced me to Rich. Rich was like his little homie, like whatever, lived with him sometimes. And so we met. I believed in his music, believed in his vision. Rich was one of those artists that I knew was going to make it regardless. Like, he was one of those artists, like, he's going to keep poking at you until that happens. And that's what he did. Like,
You were right.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
It was a lot, like, even but me being in college and being so young, and like he was young too, and it was like we were kind of learning together. Like, he taught me a lot of things, I taught him a lot of things. We parted ways very respectfully, like nothing, there was no beef, drama. We're still cool to this day. Do we hang out? No. Do we really talk? Not really. But if we see each other, it's all love. It's like we started together. I learned a lot from him. I started managing Sayari. I actually managed them both together when before me and Rich parted ways. But it was a great learning experience. It's a great story to tell that, look at Rich now.
Yeah. You believed in someone and they fucking made it. Like,
yeah,
that's
for
just
sure. And like, I don't
up.
regret anything. I think everything happens for a reason. I wish him the best. I'm so happy what he's doing, and I'm focused on what I got going on.
Plug walk.
So we kind of always laugh about this with managers on the podcast, right? Of like, there's no fucking like degree of like, oh, I'm a manager because I got my like manager certificate. Like, you can literally just
Anyone
wake
can
up and be
start
like, I'm a
tomorrow.
fucking manager.
Anyone can manage, yeah.
So like, what were your first moves? You're like, oh, I'm managing. Even Jihad, or let's even take Rich, right? Like, what did you actually go fucking do to even be able to call yourself a manager, right? Like,
I think it's just like, for me, I always tell people like coming into a situation and like organizing it, right? Figuring out what your goals are, what you have going on, and what you're missing, and how we're going to get to what you're missing, right? So coming in, and then not even that, just like being your, I don't want to say assistant, but like,
kind of though.
Yeah, it's kind of like we like
babysitter.
I was about to say that. That's so crazy. It's so crazy. But like, anything that you need, we're going to get done. Right? So I really came into a situation like, okay, cool, we're going to drop an album. Is the artwork done? Do we need a model for the video? Do I need to schedule the video? Are we going to have a release party? Where is it going to be? Let me get the venue. Let me make sure this person's there and this person's there. It's like...
It's operational stuff.
Yeah, it's just giving all in, just like you manage a Zaxby's, not Chick-fil-A.
I have no like true allegiance, although Chick-fil-A's drive-through lines are about, 30 seconds. Whereas
first of all, no, Zaxby's, I was on the drive-through line and we had timers and my shit was crazy, my numbers.
Always in the green?
Always.
And shout out Zaxby's being okay with gay people too. Like, I think we can shout that out.
Oh, can't we move past that?
What
I have no
happened?
offense. I mean, just Chick-fil-A, of course,
they're traditional Christians. They don't fuck with the gays.
Oh.
No, fuck Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't know
the
that.
average employee there, clearly probably, doesn't actually.
They're like,
anyways.
They're scared to be gay or they'll go to hell for a life.
This is not that kind of podcast, Henry.
It's not. I'm like, let's just talk about the chicken fingers.
But see, for me, we have so many people that struggle with that executive assistant almost title, right? And it is to some degree, don't you think yo, bro, if you can't do the fucking artwork and shit, what the fuck are we doing? Yeah. I don't know. Even my artists I work with, I'm like, bro, go get your fucking artwork and submit your fucking song,
and
bro.
What's crazy is
my time is not best spent like this, bro.
That's how I am now. But in when you first start off though, anything they need, it's like, Diana, I couldn't sleep at night. Oh, okay, let's get you a doctor. Let's go get you.
No, I mean, I admittedly did come into this much later than you.
Okay.
You were early 20s, right?
I started, I'll say seriously, 21.
21.
And I'm 32 right now.
I was 28.
Yeah.
So I was at a point where I had been working a serious big boy job.
Right, you already
and I was
have
just
your shit going
bruh,
on. You're like, I'm not
you
doing
can't
that.
fucking get an artwork done. Bruh, this isn't for us.
What if there's the most talented artist in the world that's just going crazy, but doesn't get the concepts of rolling out a single?
Then hire someone to do that. Rolling out a single, thinking through strategically rolling out a single, and just knowing that you need a fucking cover art.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
What if it's just a savant, crazy artist that just doesn't think about that shit and just knows how to make the sickest
You
fucking
and your fucking
music?
hypotheticals.
Yeah, this is what we're here for.
We see what LA did to you.
Exactly.
You done changed.
No, but to her point, maybe that's just
I
not
didn't
the
know
right.
you before, but you done changed.
Maybe that's just not the right artist for me.
No, there are
man.
times, sometimes my artist asks me to do something, I'll be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now. I'm gonna say this, Sayari, I'm sorry, but the other day he was like, can we make a link in my bio that connects all my links? I'm like, yeah, linktree.com.
You fucking heard of it? That's what I'm saying, bro. Someone asked me the same thing, yeah, how do you get a fan link? Fucking Google it,
Yeah,
bro.
oh my God, yeah, that's my favorite line. Have you heard of Google before? I'll be like, no, they'll ask me a question. I'll just literally type in google.com and that shit will just pop up.
God, I need to use that.
Because you're not going to ask me things you can get done, right? If it's something that specifically is needed for a manager or something I have a contact to, I'm going to get that done for you.
What is specific to a manager,
a relationship or
thinking critically, strategically, fucking real big boy business shit.
I don't know if I agree with all this.
Oh,
Bro.
because you're not a manager.
Facts. I think that an
But you
artist.
don't even ask me to do these types of
can
things.
you,
I don't even know.
tighten
Because
my
I can do them.
microphone?
Exactly. The fucking normal adult should be able to do that.
I think I can do anything. I think a manager should just be able to help me with the things
Did I
that
just
I
get
know I
fired?
can do.
Did I just get fired?
No,
Do you need a manager?
This is good. Am I switching
You
managers?
just said you weren't taking new clients.
I'm not.
And now she's stealing
He's like,
mine.
can you fix my mic?
Yeah.
Producer clients are way easier than artist clients. We've had managers verify.
Okay, first of all, you know what's crazy? I managed a producer in the past, but it was before streams or and what's crazy, it was Kato on the track, and he's one of the
Kato on a track.
We love
bitch.
Kato.
Kato's the shit, and
Crushing.
I'm so proud of him right now. One of the top 10 producers on TikTok, really figured out a way,
My man set up a tour.
dude, a tour,
Just
a
to go talk to
program
people.
to teach producers how to make money,
Love it.
beat stores, all that. Really took the time to create. Eventually an empire. I really I'm so proud of him. But when I was managing him, it was we couldn't even get in the studio for artists to hear beats. How are we even gonna make money? How was I gonna make money? There wasn't there wasn't that, you know what I mean? People weren't paying for beats. Like
They're still
streaming,
not.
yeah, streaming wasn't
Still,
around.
yeah.
Producers have a lot of upper hand now.
100%.
Which is amazing, which I'm so happy that they do. But back then they didn't. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I know all these artists, we can get them beat packs. They might choose a beat, but then what?
Then you wait a year to maybe get paid.
Yeah. It's not fair, but Kato really took the time and like created something. And I think that's what's crazy is when a lot of producers reach out to me like, oh, what should I do? I'm like, go look at Kato. Go follow and see what he's doing and like reach out to him, do his classes, whatever you want to do. But like, me personally, I can't tell you.
To me, I think that these days a producer more than ever needs to have a personal brand.
Yeah.
I think you have to be. You can't just be a Timbaland that's like behind the scenes.
Look at
making
OG Parker.
hits.
He's killing it.
Yeah,
like
100%.
killing it. He's hosting
We just had-
frat parties. Like
He's literally playing at like Sigma Nu, Georgia
I
Southern
just
or
saw
some
that.
shit.
Yeah,
Killing
and that's
it.
amazing. And that's like the kind of things that you need to be doing. So, kind of branching out and not just being a typical producer, but overall, it's an artist as well. Like you got to figure out what works best for you.
Yo, I'm gonna shoot our shot right now. Are you still close with Kato?
Close.
Close enough to ask him to come on into the podcast for an
100%.
interview?
Oh no, I meant like close. Like we don't talk all the time, but like of course, I think if I reached out, he would be willing.
Hopefully, he'll watch your interview and be like, "Yo, that was so
Kato,
fucking dope."
Come on.
Yeah.
Are we close?
Yeah, this will be the real test, Kato. If you come on the
if
One
we're
More Time
not,
podcast,
I'm just like, damn.
Well, look, I came up under Jay Padron. You know Justin
Yeah,
Padron?
that's my boy.
Yeah, so that's
I love him.
I moved in with him
Okay.
10 years ago, and he taught me producing and
He's
engineering.
amazing.
That's how I started
Ask
this
him
shit.
about me.
And he's the reason I pulled up
I
at one of your mixers 5 or 6
he's
years ago.
awesome.
And him and Kato and Blake, 808 Blake, a past guest.
808's amazing.
They used to be SMKA together
Yep.
and do the whole thing. So
Yeah,
yeah, no, I
Blake's
mean,
my boy too.
oh yeah, I should probably ask Blake and Diane. I should probably come
Ask
at it like
Blake,
from multiple
too.
angles.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
SMKA.
Supermarket knife attack.
definitely.
I never knew what it stood for.
Supermarket knife attack.
Is that really what it is?
Supermarket knife attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
I learn something new every day.
Well, you're about to learn some new shit, Henry. We've entered a final segment of the One More Time podcast. Where the fuck are we at? Buckle up,
Am I
Diana.
getting roasted again?
No,
Y'all
no.
called me Amy what?
Schumer?
Yeah, you did. But she's funny, so I don't care.
Oh, I did want to ask this actually, real quick before we enter that segment. Sai shouted out your number on a song,
Motherfucker.
that was on a Gucci mixtape.
Yeah, I still have it.
How
that
many?
number.
Yeah. So, how many calls did you get?
Dude,
Like leading
a lot,
Like after
and because it wasn't on his mixtape, it was on Gucci's tape.
Right.
So I was getting so many, and I called Sai, and I said, I swear to God, if you ever do that again, because I'm never changing that number. Like that's my number from when I was like in high school. Like I'm never changing.
404 type of shit.
678, baby.
that? She was Alpharetta, I remember. bro.
Hello.
They didn't let her in the 404 club.
I'll get a 404 if I want. I got an 818 right now. Hello, LA.
Okay.
Oh.
I got both. But anyways, I was so pissed because I didn't think it was funny. Like I
Yeah.
didn't think
I thought it was hilarious
Yeah,
when I
I'm sure
heard
you
it.
did. And he probably thinks it's funny too. But
He was
It
locked
is.
up. He was
Who?
locked up at the time.
oh, I thought you meant Psy. I'm like, no.
Oh, that's what I thought too.
No,
So I was like, oh shit.
No, he's out and free.
Yeah.
I don't know if Gucci was locked up. He may have, actually, you know what? He may have been because I think they were putting those projects together with verses he already had out.
Right.
But yeah. And I heard that shit. I'm like, dude, don't ever do that again.
In what
Because-
context did he?
Hey,
like-
y'all, call me right now. Like, he was like, I'm not going to say my number. I'm 678 anyways, and I'm sorry, not 404, but
She doesn't even know her
I
number.
want to be 404 so bad.
Exactly. That was such a subconscious,
Yeah, it
like
was.
Freudian slip.
I was just like, dude, because I'm all about answering call. Like, one thing for me, I never wanted my number on stuff. I'm an email person. Don't DM
Oh, she tried
me.
to push me to email so quick.
I'm
I was
sure
like,
I
bitch,
did.
you better give me your number.
Oh, he just
Like,
called me bitch.
Bold.
That was bold, but it's okay because we can get him back.
because you slid me to the email. That,
Dude,
that is a
that's
bitch
just-
move for me.
That is so.
it's a bitch
That
move.
is so me. Like I people and everybody feels a type of way about it, but that is how I organize myself. Like I hate DMs. I hate.
Okay,
messages
DMs
on-
are fine though.
What did you do?
I'm saying to ignore DMs.
Yeah,
like,
but how
that's-
did you message me?
I mean, I don't
Did you
remember.
DM me?
Possibly.
Probably. So guess what I said? Email me. It's in my bio. Mm-hmm. Is that a bitch move, or
No,
is
I
that
don't-
like?
I don't think so. I
Is
think-
that organization for me?
Yeah.
DMs are so annoying because I lose track. Like emails, I'm so organized because if it's
No, I think I asked for your number and you
Oh.
were like, it's easiest if you email
Yeah,
me.
because
And
who
I
am
was
I
just
going to
like,
give you my number for? I don't know you.
Red vouched for me.
Oh, I didn't know.
What the fuck?
Well, let's blame Red.
Okay, all right.
Red,
God
your
damn
boy
it,
called
Red.
me a biatch.
God damn it, Red.
Your boy.
No, I know.
Now he's not going to claim me either. Jesus
For
Christ.
sure, no, I get that because a lot of people are just like, they're like, girl, you're responding right now. I'm like, and I'll restrict you. I don't care. I will, like, as soon as I respond to you, I'll be like, email me, restrict. Don't even try and DM me again.
Period.
Because that's why my email's in my bio.
Wow.
Like, that is I'm on a laptop all day.
That's how
Maybe
you do
not
business.
right now.
Yeah.
But I am on that shit all day. I got 2 laptops. I'm at my parents' house an hour ago on both my laptops.
No, I get it.
Like, it's
I'm like mainly giving you shit, but I also did feel like.
I get it though,
Yo.
because if I were to reach out to someone and be like, hey, give me your number to email me, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm not emailing you.
Yeah.
I swear, I wouldn't. But
Straight up.
But if I say it,
Yo, someone
do it or
give
you
Diana
don't.
a taste of her own medicine. Next person.
Someone tell me to email. Someone tell me email in my bio,
Yes.
and I'll be like, do you think you're me?
Yeah. Okay. Now we can
All
enter
right,
the
can I
final.
start the Can I start the goddamn segment?
Now we can enter the final segment.
What is this?
Buckle the fuck up, Henry.
Okay.
Explain, please.
Buckle?
This-
Do I have one?
We should include buckles.
Should
to this
install a
segment.
seatbelt. in that.
Yes.
But no, this is Mrs. Schweinbeck, the rapid fire rampage.
Mrs.
Okay.
Isn't it?
Miss.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's
Miss.
Miss.
But Mrs. you can use for like either
Is that? I thought
one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Mrs.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyway.
Macy's.
So it's a 3-part rampage, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to start with some short answer questions, and it's rapid fire rampage. So, it's, we're trying to go kind of quick.
Okay.
Just off the top of your head. Second part's going to be a little this or that, kind of would you rather kind of scenario.
Okay.
2 choices, you pick one.
Can I skip?
Shit, no one's ever asked if it could pass. Yeah, you can actually.
bet.
She asked.
Sure.
If it's inappropriate, I'm gonna be like, pass.
Sure. No, I don't
We're
think I
not
did
like-
that.
yeah,
No,
there's-
I
I
don't
never
think
know with y'all.
What the?
And then the third part,
You call her biatch and she starts thinking that we're
At
like
this point, the whole
fucking
interview's
creepers. Yeah.
interview's fucked.
God.
And then the third part
fucked.
is
Interview's fucked.
the third part is a word association. I'm going to say one word,
And I'm gonna
you just
say what
reply
I-
with
got
one
you.
word right back. Yep. So here we go.
shit.
Episode 73, Diana Schweinbeck, starting with the short answers.
Wait, I'm sorry, but who did that drop?
Archer.
Have you seen Archer?
Archer, the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's copyright claim, but oh
Damn.
well.
Diana, you've decided to start a rap career. What is your artist name?
Schweinbeck.
I was hoping, what did I say earlier? I was hoping.
But
she'd
if
say
it
that.
wasn't,
Shit, Baby D.
Ooh,
But if
there's
there wasn't a
already
Baby D. But
D.
if there wasn't a Baby D,
there's already a baby D.
damn.
No, Schweinbeck is great.
Schweinbeck.
Ben, shut
And that
up.
would be my
Okay.
DJ name too.
That's hard.
fine. DJ Schweinbeck.
Yeah.
No DJ Schweinbeck, just Schweinbeck, like Trapaholics.
Oh, fair enough.
Schweinbeck.
Schweinbeck.
What is one of the biggest risks you've ever taken?
Shit. Probably quitting my corporate job to start full time in the music industry.
Boom.
In the next 15 seconds, invent a color.
Fuck. Blue magenta.
Okay,
It's kind of cool.
we'll take it.
Yeah, no, it works.
It's like my nails, and then my favorite color is blue, so I'm gonna make it.
What did I say? I said I bet she likes blue, and then what did I do?
Wow.
I made all
With
the lights
blue
in here.
on? That's my
Wow.
shit. My dog's name is Blue. Hello.
What did I say? I said before she got here, I said I bet she likes blue.
It's my favorite color.
Is that because I put the note in there that said her dog blue, which we didn't talk about until
you
now?
didn't
But
even
No,
talk
I
about
missed
baby
that.
girl.
but now, yeah,
I have something coming up though that's kind of just
Okay.
wait,
kind of dog related.
just wait.
Okay.
Schweinbeck, you've just opened a strip club in Atlanta. What do you call it?
Diamonds. Fuck.
There's already a
one.
diamonds.
Stop stealing other people's names.
God, get original.
Jeez, I thought you were a marketer.
Luxury.
Okay.
I think I thought about that before.
I thought you were gonna name it Schweinbeck.
Yeah. At this point, she's obsessed with herself.
Facts.
Schweinbeck.
Yes.
You must marry a cartoon character. Who do you choose?
Cartoon? Like,
Like Popeye.
Quagmire.
Yo, no, she didn't.
Such a better answer than I could have ever hoped for. It was amazing.
That's the worst answer ever.
Why? He seems fun.
It does seem fun.
Now we know your type
You already
in
know.
cartoons.
Giggity, giggity. Moving on.
Okay.
How many times has your heart been broken?
Once.
Shout out to him.
Fuck him.
Shout out to him. Fuck him.
Shout out's not necessarily a good thing. Yeah, fuck it. Diana, is a thumb a finger?
Yes.
Tell us about a time you got in trouble in school.
One time I had a coach named Braddock, and my sister had left school. She broke into the Backstreet Boys' house, Brian from the Backstreet Boys.
Ooh.
Not broke into. She knocked on the door. She went through the gate with my best friend, went to the door, knocked on the door, calls me screaming. So I thought something happened. So I answered the phone in the middle of the class, and he's like, "Get out front." I said, "Fuck off, Braddock." And then I had to go to the office.
Wait, the Backstreet Boys lived in Atlanta?
They lived in Alpharetta. Brian had a house like right next to my high school, which was Milton High School. Go Eagles.
What
Wow.
the fuck?
But they left and they went there, drove up the driveway, made it through, got to the door where his wife answered, and she called me freaking out, but I thought something like happened because she's screaming, and I'm in class, and I'm like trying to talk to her, and he's in my
Fuck
fucking
this lesson
ear.
plan.
Yeah, he's in my ear, and I'm like, dude, like I'm on the phone with my sister.
Yo.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that was
What?
crazy.
Okay.
I was an NSYNC guy, but you know.
I like both.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
BSB for life.
BSB.
All right, moving on.
Wow.
This is a fan favorite.
Okay.
Here, I don't actually know that.
Is
I'm
it?
just assuming.
It's his
You mu-
favorite.
Which fans
Yeah, it's my
did you
favorite.
interview?
It's my
Are you a
favorite.
fan?
This is my.
He is a fan of the pod. We have to be fans of ourselves.
I'm
Who
a
else is
huge
going to be?
fan. You must get rid of 3 states.
States?
Which states do you get rid of?
Okay, shit, I'm sorry. Maine, Rhode Island.
The Northeast is dwindling by the second.
I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to say Arizona, but they're lit. Let's say Minnesota.
Pretty good.
Schweinbeck, why do tennis balls have fuzz?
Because of the courts. Or the rackets or something. I don't know.
We don't know the answer to this question.
We didn't look
I don't
this
know
up.
either,
We just
but tell
wanted- we don't know.
Okay.
We have
We
no
just asked.
idea.
We
We
just
thought
asked.
you might know.
Yeah, I really don't.
That's the point. We're actually trying to learn this stuff.
Yeah.
Where do you see a 65-year-old Diana Schweinbeck?
I'm hoping I want to live in Jamaica in I want a big ass mansion in Jamaica.
A little big ass mansion in Jamaica.
Little like LIL.
Yeah.
Retired, like just balling,
Yes.
kind of thing. Cool.
All right.
Last one of the short answer, Diana. What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Part 1 of the Rampage.
Part 1, great.
Fantastic.
The Backstreet Boys story takes the cake.
Had a lot of fun on part 1 for sure.
Amazing.
Moving on to part 2. This is the this or that. I'm going to give
Okay.
you 2 options. You're going to pick the one that appeals to you.
Okay.
In your soul.
Got it.
Speaks to you.
No thinking allowed.
I mean, you
Okay.
can think quickly, but
Fast. Have to start off with Atlanta or LA.
Atlanta.
Memphis slang or Atlanta slang?
Atlanta.
Drums or melodies?
Melodies.
Drums or flats?
Flats.
Yes.
Lemon pepper.
extra crispy.
Wet.
Lemon pepper wet. Flats. Older romantic partner or younger?
Younger. Madonna me.
She's the female Johnny Depp.
I'll take it.
Or
Madonna.
Leo DiCaprio.
That's who I meant. Sorry.
I was like, wait,
Leo.
I was like, what did Johnny do? Didn't he like?
I'll take Johnny Depp though. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he like? I don't know.
That was
No,
Leo, for
let's
sure.
leave it there.
I was gonna say we're not gonna unpack the Johnny Depp
Moving
stories,
on.
but
Fight club or book club?
Book club.
Tattoos or piercings?
Shoot. Tattoos.
A Great Dane-sized cat or a kitten-sized pit bull?
Kitten-sized pit bull.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Cutest little
Fucking
thing.
Cat.
Give up smartphones or give up salt?
Salt. I like pepper better. Your
Psychopath. Okay, no, that's fine. No, good
I
answer.
do.
Lose your best friend or lose all of your other friends?
Lose as in what? Die?
dude, that's how I heard it too. I was like, this is so sad.
No. Sorry, no, just
Like lose, like you can't find
like
them.
you're just
Best
not their
friend.
friend anymore.
Okay.
Best friend.
Lose your best friend.
Yep.
So, yeah. Heavy traffic or slow Wi-Fi?
Slow Wi-Fi.
staying on the Wi-Fi theme. Free, super high-speed Wi-Fi everywhere that you go, no matter what. But you have a 2-inch antenna coming out of the back of your head.
Yo.
Or not having that.
Not having that, probably.
What?
That was an experimental one. I was trying something new.
Yeah, we're not keeping that for the next one.
That's funny.
Okay.
I might edit that out, actually,
Okay.
since I am the chief editing officer.
Yep.
CEO.
Yes. Thank
Moving
you.
on. Get a large, permanent face tat of Shrek or lose a finger.
I'm going to lose a finger.
Gone.
Shit. Which one?
Pinky.
Pinky's gone.
Left or right hand?
Right? Because I'm
Okay.
left-handed.
Okay, well.
Shout out lefties
Yep.
in the building.
Okay.
We just did a left hand dap too.
Shrek? Come on.
On your face?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I wouldn't mind a face tap, but I'm not putting fucking Shrek on my face.
What
Shrek's
would you
lit.
get on your
What's wrong with
face?
Something small. Maybe a teardrop. I'm just playing.
Oh my God.
Maybe for that dude that I had to body.
Moving on. Moving on. This podcast is getting out of hand.
We don't want this podcast to be incriminating, Diana.
Diana, either all of your socks are slightly moist forever or lose 1 year off of your life.
Lose 1 year.
And no one has
People
any
do
regard-
not value life.
So I
here on the
upped it
One More
from
Time
like
podcast.
2
Well, I
weeks to a
barely
month.
wear
to-
socks. I don't really like wear.
Okay,
I wear
well-
flip flops. I'm a white girl.
Okay.
So then it shouldn't even impact you that.
Yeah, but I got socks on now, and I'm like, that would be really uncomfortable.
Would have been a long interview.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
been like, I gotta go.
Her face would have been terrible the whole interview.
I'm like squishy.
moving on. Get verified on all social media or
Fuck that. I don't care. What?
free sushi for life.
Ooh, sushi.
I have a sushi fan. Love it.
I don't give a fuck about those check marks.
Fuck a check mark.
People do though.
Last one.
It's a drug.
Well, it's a thing. Like it, whether we like it or not, it's a statement.
They're fiends.
You look differently at someone's profile.
You do
for sure.
every time. No,
It's a huge psychological thing.
Fiends.
whether you agree with it or not. Last one of the this or that. You have this is to gauge your risk tolerance.
Okay.
You have either a 75% chance of Cy Ari's next project going platinum, or a 25% chance of it going diamond.
75.
Taking the low risk.
We doing that.
Let's get it up there.
She wants that platy.
Part two.
Part 2.
Fantastic.
Great.
This last part will determine how the entire interview goes.
Okay.
Like, basically went.
It's my
This is
rating.
it.
Let's go.
Word association. I throw you one word. You give me something right back. Here we
Okay.
go. Hip hop.
Music.
Rabbit.
Hole.
Purple.
Rain.
Pickle.
Chips. I don't know.
Guitar.
Player.
Goat.
Me.
Blunt.
Me.
Oh man.
Family.
Love them. Love.
You can, yeah, like if it's like
Okay,
First
love
thought.
them.
a word and a
Yeah.
half, that's fine.
First a word and a half. I know.
October.
Halloween.
TikTok.
Odd.
Monopoly.
Winner.
Bass.
Ball.
Jacuzzi.
Fun.
Bully.
Fuck them.
Lil.
Murder.
Lil Murda? Is this a guy?
Bro.
Is that a real person?
Probably.
Y'all don't watch P-Valley?
No.
Oh, don't watch it
No
then.
clue.
We'll look it up after the episode.
Don't.
Okay, we won't look it up after this.
Now we have to.
Okay,
Yeah,
please
no,
do actually.
Okay, just a few more here.
Okay.
Ninja.
Turtles.
OnlyFans.
Subscribing.
Just all of them.
How many subscriptions?
Every
do you
single
have?
one. I've only subscribed to one. Pretty Sunny. That's my bitch.
Okay.
How's her OF content?
How's
I
her
watched
content?
it once. I just wanted to see what was up.
What was going on? Okay, well, we'll take this offline.
Moving on. There's only a few more here.
Yeah.
Album.
Sales.
Blockchain.
Diamonds.
Podcast.
One more time.
Let's go. What a rampage.
As always, please like, comment, subscribe. If you fucked with this interview, Schweinbeck has been an amazing guest. We appreciate you coming on. And
Thanks
H3.
for having me.
Until next week, what are we doing?
Getting the fuck out of here.
Getting the fuck out of here.
More females on the way.
Peace.
All October,
Ladies
baby.
Month. Let's
Can't
get
wait.
it.
Ladies Month.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Pop that shit like one more time. They pop that one more time, pop that shit like one more time. They pop that one more time. Hop up in that foreign skirt, no. All the homie, this shit trippin' off. Middle finger to the law.